Welcome to the Plastics Podcast. We're just two gorgeous, gorgeous girls
talking about life from our point of view. So what's new with you, Samantha?
Well, I am working my two businesses, and I just finished my last event, a daddy-daughter dance.
That sounds fun.
It was very fun, and I sent these girls home with a memory that they will just have for the rest of their lives. I know it.
They are good.
Goals.
Yes. Well,
so what's new with you?
Well, I just got home from Louisiana for Miss Louisiana USA, which that was very fun. You know, we had our one client who was from Kentwood, Louisiana, and she actually knows all the Spears. Spearses. So
interesting.
Yes, girl.
Speaking of the Spears, have you seen Britney's latest posts on Instagram?
No.
Oh my God. She's really feeling herself, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's like rolling around on the beach naked. These little, I think she puts little diamonds over her nipples and giny.
That is like very toxic. From, Toxic,
yes.
Her music video. So it is very circa, what is that, early 2000s?
Like my favorite time.
Yes.
Yeah, good times.
So, sorry, I'm choking. All right, so, do you, let's talk about that. Let's talk about Britney Spears. Let's talk about her and her life and this whole conservatorship thing, because what are your opinions on that?
I'm happy for her. I'm happy that she's out of it, but I do feel like she's still a little unstable.
Yes.
I know that sounds bad.
Yes.
But I'm happy for her. Like, I saw some pictures with her flying, on her PJ with her boyfriend. I think they just got engaged.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a little worried. I know she has 2 boys, right?
Yeah.
2 sons.
Yeah.
I think she's going to want to have another kid with this guy. And I'm just not sure that she's, like, that stable.
Yeah.
I would love to just see her flying around, doing her vacations, doing her thing. Oh, and did you see that she just got like I don't know if it was like $10 million or more dollar book deal? Maybe it was $15 million. Maybe it's $50 million. I need to look that up.
A book deal?
Did you see it?
She's
writing a lot. Book? Yes, it's like a tell-all from her conservatorship.
Interesting.
I will read it.
I'll read it too. I did a book report in 7th grade on Britney Spears. Please tell me. Her book was like 50 pages, and I did a whole entire book report on it. And I really did think I was doing something here. I was like, it's all like basic stuff that she talked about in like every interview.
Yeah.
On like, I don't know, MTV, whatever magazine, J14.
50 pages, wow.
Girl, it's a 50-page book, and tell me why I literally bullshitted my way all the way through it, and I still got an A. Like, I did not care. So.
Well, we'll see. I'm following her, so we'll see where it goes.
Me too. So this brings us to our first segment, and this is what we call surface news. It's the news. Life is so deep.
It is.
It is 2022.
Yeah.
We are living through a panorama.
A panorama.
We are on the verge of World War III.
Oh, we are. We're going to need to, like, find a place.
A bunker?
To hide.
A bunker?
To hide a bunker.
Dude, yes.
I was watching this guy on TikTok, too, by the way, and he said, you absolutely need a basement. And I'm like, what if you don't have a basement?
What if you live in Texas where nobody believes in basements?
So I said that, and he said, join the other 5,000 people that commented that. So I'm going to do a whole nother video on it. Of course, I follow him, and I watch the next video. And he says, if you don't have a basement, you need to find a room in the middle of your house. No joke. Make a fort.
A fort?
He said a fort, like pillows, blankets, fort. He said it's better than nothing. So we will have to make a fort in the middle of your house, I think, and pray for the best. Oh, and you shower, because he said that gets off like 95% of the radiation.
Ma'am, are we about to have a nuclear war?
I don't know, but I'm not typically one of those people that get too scared. But listen, Putin's scary. He's scary.
Okay, because I'll tell you, I have no idea what's going on. I will say, I did a photo shoot with a client, and she is from, I think she's from Russia.
Oh, really?
Or she's from the Ukraine. I just know that she posted something and she said something about like, you don't understand what's going on because of you would never understand what's going on because we've never experienced that. Like, what would it be like if you're living in a completely different country?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the news of your entire family is like in great danger.
Yes.
I think when she posted this was like a couple months ago, and the whole internet, they had shut the entire internet down. And
did you see Elon Musk got the internet for them?
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, he turned the internet back on for them.
Elon Musk.
Yes, he does star space or something, and he gave them internet Ukraine. I just find this so funny that we're talking about this because we're like, we were like, it's just too deep. We want to do surface level, and we're right into the war.
I know,
but it is sad. It's really sad. I feel like people need to kind of catch up on it because they did say anyone from age 16 to 90, if you have any weapons, get out there and help us in the Ukraine. It's really sad. And we are just so lucky. It's a reminder.
Very lucky. I really do feel for this. And I think the reason why when we were talking earlier about not wanting to go into deep, I didn't research this at all. I was not prepared for this. I wasn't looking up any of the facts on anything because I don't want to get on here and then start talking about what's going on over there and then sound like an idiot, like a complete dipshit. Yeah. And people are like, you have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what I'm talking about, so I don't want to come on here and act like I'm informed because I'm not. Because I remember during COVID and during the lockdown, I felt like so much happened, right? Yes. So it's we have COVID, then there's Black Lives Matter, and then there was, I guess, in Sweden or Norway, there was a whole bunch of women protesting women's rights, and I'm an empath. Just kidding. Then I'm
not kidding.
But I want to rally for all these people.
I know.
And then of course there's the whole thing with the whole Asian hate thing, and so I'm like, oh my God.
It's so much.
And I'm like, I feel for these people, this group of people, this group of people, this group of people. On top of that, we've been locked in our house for 2 months straight.
It's terrible.
And at a point, I had to stop watching the news because I was convinced I was going to die of COVID.
Yeah.
I was convinced that I was I'm not helping enough. I'm not doing enough for, all these different minority groups that need our help.
Yes.
And then eventually
it's so hard too to find a balance of staying in the know and not being totally consumed. Because I know people that record the news and they just live off of this and they're so negative, so judgmental, so depressed, and you don't want to live your life like that either.
I'm already depressed. I'm already depressed.
Oh my gosh. So okay, let's lighten this up.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I do want to tell you. So the reason why we're kind of talking to the one microphone is because I thought I had everything synced up to where we would both have microphones. We kind of have both microphones for effect. And but the only one that's working right now is Samantha's, and it's the only one that's picking up both of us. So, but we
bear with us.
Yeah, and there's gonna be technical difficulties. I'm a little bit dense. I have concrete for brains. So
no, not true.
I'm trying.
Not true.
But we have our set together. We have our pink and white set.
We do.
We have a working microphone.
And that's all we need for now?
Exactly.
Yes. And we have our lights, cameras.
Yes.
And action.
Exactly.
We got the action.
Or what's the... Hang on. I wonder if I can pull this up. I doubt it would work. I know, because we might get flagged on the YouTubes. It's the... You know the you know
that's right. So you're just doing all these famous people's hair and makeup, and I'm so jealous. But I do have a makeup question. I have a makeup question for you.
Yes.
This is so funny because I love makeup too. I'm very girly, and I was telling one of my mom friends that if you have the double chin and you don't like the double chin like me, okay, can't take it. It's not cute. It's only cute on babies. Mm-hmm. You take the bronzer or, the stick, the contour stick, and you get it right on the edge of the jawline, right? Mm-hmm. And then you buff it out. But then you have to come down a little bit, I feel like. I saw one that said you have to make it into almost like a triangle shape. Is this true? Do you do this on the pageant? Oh, the pageant girls are like, they don't need it. They don't have a double chin.
These girls are like, sometimes I'll see these women, and I'm not kidding. I will literally, like, they sit in my chair to get their hair done, and I'm like, this woman is so beautiful. I need to reach out and touch her to make sure that she is not a hologram. I'm not kidding. These girls are so beautiful.
Like flawless.
So beautiful. And like those.
How old are they?
Okay, so when you're competing, it depends, but like for Miss USA, like when you're competing at Miss USA, you can start at 19, but a lot of the girls don't start until 20 because technically you can compete as a teen until 19.
Okay.
So they'll wait a few years. So if they competed as a teen, basically from like 15 to 19, then they'll wait like a couple of years, like 1 or 2 years, and then they come in and they'll compete as a Miss.
Okay.
So
they're just perfect without, like, they haven't had kids yet.
No. Oh, yeah, and you can't have kids.
Okay.
If you competed, and you have to be, I think it's like, you age out at 28.
So I don't need any of those makeup tricks because there is none. For me, as you get older... But so my friend tells me, I tell her this, and she does it, and she says, it looks like I have a effing beard. And I'm like, maybe you have too dark of a color under there. I don't know. But you gotta like, you just gotta get a pop right there, you know?
I look at it like this. This is my opinion, okay? Memories fade and photos are forever.
Yes. I am with you.
So if you draw a hard line on your chin. And you're walking around town like that, baby, memories fade and photos are forever. If Brenda...
Somebody catches you in a photo, snatched.
But if you know Linda Maysu down the street.
Linda Maysu, that bitch.
If she sees you and you have a hard line... And you're looking like a drag queen. Baby, Linda Maysu don't care. She don't know. So, memories fade and photos are forever. And
yes.
That's, you know what? If you're going to walk around with a hard line on your neck, just do it.
Rock it. They also have the face tape. Have you ever seen anybody use that? Where you buy these little tapes and you put them like down here. Yes. I don't know if this will work.
Yes.
I always feel like it's going to like fall off and then it's just going to be like double chin back. But you can like tape it right here, you know, on the jawline, and then even on the face. I saw people right here, and then you can pull it back. I mean, I'm already snatched, y'all, so I can't really show you a good example. Look at this flawlessness, but I've heard it looks pretty cool.
I think that they're like 3M tape. It's that 3M tape that you use to hang like hard things on your wall.
Stop.
Yes, girl. And like, but I've seen it like where you take the tape and you like.
Yeah, you pull it back. Yes.
Like this?
Yes.
Maybe you're snatched. And it's like a rubber band
that goes around your head.
And you cover it with your hair. So
wild.
So what we do for photo shoots is we will take your hair right here. So we'll take a part of your hair and we'll braid it or pull it. And we just... Now I have 5 hairs on my head that are very weak. Just pull it as tight as you possibly can.
Braid it.
Yeah.
She's talking, if you can't see this, right by her eyes.
Yes.
Like where you would do a cat eye.
Yes. You take it. You take little like a 1-inch section of your hair. You will braid a strand of it and you just yank it as tight as you can and just like pin it. Take 2 Advil.
2 Advil at least.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Did you see? I mean, speaking of things like that, Kourtney Kardashian, when she did that tight bun, you know, because those are those like super, super tight buns, and she lost her hair. There was a huge bald spot.
Yes.
And she had to get those injections in her head.
Traction alopecia. Yeah.
I don't even look good with my hair pulled back like that, so.
Me, I have a big head.
I'm like, why do these girls? I used to think you could only rock it if you had dark hair. But then I see some blonde girls doing it.
Snatched.
I just don't get it.
Snatched.
Like even Hailey Bieber, she does like a little look like that. And it's like tight and pulled back. And I'm like, looks good on her. Me? Maybe she has a small head.
Yeah.
It's a small head thing.
I don't know. I feel like if it's like blonde like that though, like.
It doesn't look as good.
No.
It doesn't.
I think if you have to have like a little bit of a root to like, you know.
Make it work.
Yeah. So now, okay, so this is kind of, it goes back to Miss USA, but when I was in Cancun for the Miss USA like headshots,
Yes.
we did 2 looks on the girls. We did one that was like a soft kind of wave, and then we did one that was like snatched, like a ponytail.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And we put these big, long, like 26-inch ponytails in their hair, and we like braided them, and then we wrapped elastic around it to give it texture, so it like would shrink up a little bit. So the ponies weren't like just these like ponytails.
They're like fun.
They had like the texture and stuff.
Yes.
In them. And I mean, there were a lot of blondes, like, and it looked really good. But I think a lot of them had dimension in their hair, so it didn't look so. Like, they didn't look bald-headed. Like, it looked good because there was a little bit of a root in their hair, and they had, like, low lights and stuff. So, it looked like they just had their hair pulled up into a ponytail. But
yeah. Do you feel like if you're just, like, a basic bitch, white girl, like me, basically, that you just don't have as much of a chance anymore nowadays?
At Miss USA?
Yeah, like at any sort of pageants or, you know, like where you have to win something like that, beauty-wise. Because I feel like they want more diversity.
Yes.
You know, like even I have my sister who I was like, you need to put your son and be a model. Like he's the cutest, chubbiest little thing. But they wanted more of like not the blonde, blue-eyed little boy anymore, white boy.
I think
do you just not have a chance anymore?
I think you do have a chance.
Yeah.
I think that what's nice though is it's not every single year every girl that comes out is just like pageant patty. Yeah. I think that they're looking for girls that they want to celebrate all skin tones, all hair textures, all, you know, backgrounds, like ethnicities, everything, all body shapes, because
are they going to more body shapes?
Yeah, they definitely are. And what's more exciting is I love going to like state pageants and seeing girls that are coming out who are curvier.
I love that.
Bigger booties, bigger boobs. Like they have different body shapes. And that's what's so exciting, because now it's like, as a young girl, I think watching these big productions on TV, we all look forward to this every year. Ever since I was a little girl, I would watch Miss USA and I would get so excited, and I would see these women like, I would love to be this, but I could never be this. And because I was like, I will never look like this, you know?
Right.
But now, there's schmutz on me.
It's just your little diamond.
But now it's just so exciting that you're seeing women with curves on stage.
Yes.
And you're seeing women of color, and you're seeing women with different backgrounds. You know,
so every little girl can see somebody that looks like them.
Yes.
And be like, that could be me.
Yes.
One day, if I wanted to.
I think what's really exciting right now is our current Miss Universe. She is from India.
Oh, wow.
And I think it is so exciting that, because I forget when it was, but I was talking to somebody about it. I was like, I have not seen I don't think I've seen an Indian title holder or a woman from, like the Middle East who is a title holder like that. And the fact that Miss India is Miss Universe.
That's amazing.
Is like so exciting. So now it's like little girls who are growing up in, you know, households that are, I think it's West Asian. Where is it? India's West Asia? I'm so dumb.
Can you imagine them celebrating though in India? Like her?
They were probably like so excited.
Freaking out.
They were probably so excited, and historically now I sound so stupid too saying this, but I feel like it's just very, very exciting that there's women of other cultures and skin colors and other backgrounds being celebrated. Yes. So little girls who are growing up are going to see this, and they're going to be like, that can be me. Yes. So you don't feel like because of your background, because of your culture, you are being pushed down by other cultures.
Yes.
I don't know if that makes any sense.
Like you don't have a chance because you're...
Yeah, like not blonde hair, blue-eyed.
Right.
Whatever. But what I think is very exciting is it's like in the past, if you're like thinking historic, now I'm getting all pageant.
Yeah.
But in the past, if you think about like the title holders, there was, so let's see, so right now the current Miss USA, her name is Elle Smith. Mm-hmm. She, so there's Elle, Asia, so I've met Elle, I've met Asia. Before Asia was Chesley Christ. Chesley's from North Carolina. Then, who gave Chesley hers? Sarah Rose Summers. So if you look at the women, like historically, it's everybody looks different. Like every single girl looks different.
That's good.
So now it's like as these girls are winning and they're showing, you know, different girls from different backgrounds with different skin colors and all these different. It's really kind of celebrating.
I love that it's evolving.
Same.
Yes.
Yeah.
Progressive, moving forward, celebrating all different kinds of people, body types, everything.
Yeah.
I love that.
What's really exciting is that the new director, Crystal Stewart, is, I think, bringing the celebrity back of Miss USA, where it's like, these women are now celebrities.
Yes.
Girl, if you follow Elle on her Instagram, she is doing things. She's going to All-Star games. She's going to, like, I think she went to the Super Bowl, and she's definitely serving some looks. Like, she is serving looks and, like, all this. And I'm like, now it's fashion. Now it's celebrity. Now it's just exciting. Yes. And I love it so much.
I love that, too, because I'm really girly. Yes. And I feel like that's kind of like a sport, you know? That's like, it can be somebody's thing.
That's what I think pageantry, people don't understand that it's not just like you just show up and you're pretty. Like these girls.
It's hard work.
Exactly. And these girls are so smart. They're engineers, they're doctors, they're nurses, they're news anchors, they're very well spoken. Let me tell you something. If someone were to ever look at me and say, ask me a question about a controversy, this is the one final answer I can think of off the top of my head. It was I forget what year it was. Her name was Chelsea Harden, Hawaii. Her final question was, who are you going to vote for? That is the craziest thing. I was like, I like sat there and I like stared and stared. I was like,
how do you answer that?
How do you answer that? And I was so proud of how she answered it. She said,
the politically correct avoid almost, but make it good.
Yes. It's like she like answered it, but she was able to work her way around it to where it still sounded so good. And I was like, yes, girl, work. But like, how do you answer a question like that?
So hard. It almost feels like an attack.
Exactly.
You know?
Because girl, what would you do if I like in front of millions of people?
And then you got to act not, you know, shocked in that moment. That's your moment.
Exactly.
So you just have to take it like, oh, I love all people. World peace.
Yeah. And
my knowledge comes from like Miss Congeniality, okay? That's all I know.
Describe your perfect date. April 23rd. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. All you need is a light jacket.
Done.
Boom. But actually, you know, I want to compete. I'm going to compete in a MRS pageant, an MRS pageant.
I know you've been talking about it for so long.
Girl, that's what we should do. Let's 100%. Go compete.
100%.
I'm going to answer that I'm going to answer my question like that.
You should. You'd win.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
Oh my God. No.
And then you need to wear your crown in all of our podcasts.
Forever? I will.
Forever.
I really will. And I'm going to like wear my crown and sash. Well, actually, you know, I do know the rule is you don't wear a crown unless you're wearing a gown.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Then you're going to have to wear a gown every single podcast.
Oh my God. I'm like, I can make sure I don't eat like anything too salty because I'm going to be stuffed up like a pig in a wig. Pig in a wig, baby.
Pig in a wig.
I'm already a
Well, we're celebrating all different body types, so.
Very true.
Yes.
Very true. Okay, so I feel like we're just talking about me. When
you're so interesting.
Okay, so
no, I'm bad. If you start getting to me, I'm gonna talk about some bad things,
girl. So Samantha so when I was telling people about our podcast, people were like, "What are you gonna talk about?" I'm like, "I don't think you understand. This person is so interesting." Samantha is one of those people that life will like just happens.
There's just we're crazy like, what? Things. That I feel like a camera really should be following me around. I mean, just
have your own
weekly. Crazy things just happen to me. I don't get it. Remember I came over here last couple weeks ago and I was like,
yes.
Somebody, this is not a lie. I was telling my husband that we needed to like go over our love languages. You know the love languages. You've done that before. And one of mine came back as acts of service. So like we were talking about this earlier. Mm-hmm. You clean my house, you Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. And that next day, I was running around getting some errands done, and he calls me and he said, "Did you get a maid?" Now, mind you, we don't have a maid like that comes regularly. Every once in a while, it's for a really big like special occasion, or if I'm hosting a party and I just get so stressed out, I'll get a maid, the day before. So that's like a big deal. And I was like, "What are you talking about?" No. But did you get me a maid? Is this like some foreplay?
Yes.
You got me a maid because, we were just talking about this. I need those acts of services. I mean, I'd prefer it to come from him, but actually I might prefer the maid. I don't know. She knows what she's doing.
I would say she can clean her house.
She can clean her house better.
Nice.
So he says, "No, I'm not joking around. Did you get a maid?" And I was like, "I have no idea what you're talking about." And he said, "There's somebody in our house." And I was about to pull up to the house. So I keep thinking, I'm like, "You're just playing. Like, you just got me a maid." And he's like, "Somebody's in our house. I'm about to set the alarm off. Like, if you did not get a maid, I'm going to set the alarm." And I was like, I did not get a maid, okay? He sets the alarm off. I pull up in the driveway. The alarm's going off. This lady comes out of our house almost in tears, scared. And I run up to her, and she's legit was cleaning my house. I mean, we left the door unlocked. I probably shouldn't even be saying that. We lock our doors now. We lock our doors now.
No, they don't. Rob them. Rob them. I'm going to rob them.
So I look inside, and I'm like, she's trying to talk to me, but she only speaks Spanish. So she's showing me her phone, and she legitimately was supposed to be cleaning a house, the street behind me. Mm-hmm. She happened to come to my house. My door was unlocked. She just went at it, started cleaning. I'm looking around like, damn, this is nice. Yeah. But she hadn't finished yet. No joke. She wanted to finish cleaning. So I let her ass finish cleaning. I let her stay up in my house. She said, I was like, "No, you can go to the house you're supposed to go to." And she's like, "But I don't, she didn't want to leave without finished cleaning. What was I going to do?" Mm-hmm. Let her finish cleaning. Yeah. She was folding my underwear. Like, I had never been treated so good in my life. Yeah. I love her. And I don't know if this is like her business motto or something, because now I have her phone number and I will call her back. But this is a typical Wednesday. Like, somebody broke into my house, cleaned my house. And, yeah, it was nice.
Ma'am, I wish I lived your life. Because if someone broke into my house, they would kill me. They would eat me.
But what if they clean your house first? Maybe? Put up a fight for that?
Wait, like, put up a fight, like...
Like, they were planning on killing you, but they were going to clean your house first.
They would be a really bad robber. Could you imagine? Could you imagine, okay.
Well, so my husband was mad because I didn't want to stay there and be in her way when she was going to finish cleaning. So he was like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "Oh, I left because she was finished cleaning." And he's like, "This could be a way for her to rob us." And I'm like, "Well, I'm willing to take that chance at this point." She was doing a good job, so. Yeah. A bad robber.
Okay, so speaking of robbers, oh my gosh, this is like everywhere. So we started with the surface news, and now, but, okay, so speaking of robbers, I don't know do you watch Euphoria? Have you watched Euphoria?
No, but you talk about it, and I want to.
Girl, parts of it are pretty intense, but speaking of robbers, so there's an episode where, sorry, I don't know if anybody's all caught up on everything. I haven't seen.
What is it on?
HBO Max, girl.
Okay, HBO Max.
Yes, you gotta. So there was I haven't seen the season finale, and I do plan on watching that tonight because I heard that it's pretty intense. I swear to God, if anything happens to Ashtray or Fez, I will throw hands and I will catch a charge. And the reason why I haven't watched Euphoria is because I've been too tired, and we've been preparing for this podcast. But there's this part where Rue broke.
Can I just say for a second, she gets super into characters and is like me too. Like, we fall in love with them. Like, we will stalk them on social media. If you love a character, right?
Yes.
Like, you follow them on social media. You follow the show. You follow everything about it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to get upset about Dexter, but still slightly in love. And upset. Never watching it again.
No, I don't blame you.
So what's going on with this Ashtray guy?
Okay, so, off topic. So anyway, we're talking about breaking into people's houses. So Rue, she was trying to get some money. If you guys watch Euphoria, you'll know that the Rue owes this very scary lady, Lori, a lot of money, like $10,000. So Rue needs to get Lori some money. So Rue breaks into this very, very rich family's house, and she robs them, and they come home while she's robbing them. Mind you, this all takes place in high school. This makes zero sense to me. My high school experience has never been further from this, but she robs these people, and then they come home and she hides under the bed. Could you imagine that happening in Texas?
Like, you might just want to off yourself.
It's like,
goodbye.
Rip. But, yeah, so.
And is she just a bad robber, too? She doesn't know how to rob houses?
I guess not. But you know how she got into their house?
How?
They left their front door unlocked.
Oh, shit. It's locked. It's locked. And loaded.
But yeah, she left the front door unlocked. But yeah.
Damn, do you know, there's so many people that do that. Lesson learned, kind of, though. I mean, that's not a bad, I don't know.
See, now, I
could say my lessons learned, but my house fucking got cleaned. Oh, no.
I always think about that, too, because I'm not going to tell everybody the neighborhood I live in, but I live in basically a retirement community.
Yes.
And speaking of houses being broken into, there was one night I came home and my front door was wide open, and I was more afraid of, there's a little red fox that lives in the neighborhood. He likes to, trotty trot around, and I was scared he came in the house and ate my cat. He didn't. And then I was also afraid that the cat went outside and ate a bunch of grass and threw it up all over my house.
Oh, yeah, because the door was open.
Just wide open.
And that's terrifying.
Yeah. And then the third thought was, oh my God, if there's somebody in my house right now. But thankfully, the neighborhood I live in is basically a retirement community.
Yeah.
So if someone breaks in, all I got to do is just kick out their fake hip and we're fine.
It's true.
And, I like living in a safe neighborhood like this, but it's also kind of one of those things where it's like, I want excitement. I want drama and congloma. The worst thing that happened is I moved in this neighborhood and some kids drew dicks all over the golf course. And I'm like,
if you know me, then you know where she lives, because we used to live in the same neighborhood.
Yeah. And we're leaving it at that.
We'll leave it at that.
Because I don't want people robbing me.
No, they're not.
Especially you leave your front door unlocked, and I just leave mine open, I guess, because
there's the old ladies up in here. They don't have anything better to do, just to pick. They're like the people that stare outside the window, just looking for some drama.
Very true.
Ugh.
Okay, so talking about neighbors, I heard. So we were talking. You know how people ask random questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Now, I'm going to talk about this. I'm convinced we live in a simulation.
Oh.
Have you ever seen your neighbors bring in their groceries?
No.
Girl, for real.
Do you think this is like the Truman Show, but it's really the Samantha Show, and you're trying to tell me that it's the Samantha Show?
Wait, what do you mean?
Have you ever seen the Truman Show?
No.
Come on, stop.
Isn't it where he's been filmed his entire life?
Yeah, they have him it's like he's in a studio, but it's like the world almost. It's weird because it's so big, and everyone knows they're all actors, but he doesn't know, and they've had it since he was a baby like that. You have to watch it. It's really interesting. So it's kind of funny.
He grew up
in a simulated world, basically, like a world that's being watched.
That is my dream.
Yeah.
I mean, this sounds really bad, but I genuinely feel like I am the main character.
I'm the main character. I just told you.
So, but I don't know. Do you believe in that? Simulations? That we live in a simulation?
I don't know.
Do you ever have those, moments where you're like, this is it?
It's hard to say because I'm pretty open-minded, so I like to think about things like that, but I don't know.
Sometimes I think we do live in a simulation, and this is why. I'll go to Target, and I'll be like, wow, I could really go for some lights that are motion activated that you stick to the underside of your bed.
And then they're, right there on the outside of the aisle?
Yep, on the end cap. And it's, very oddly specific, and I'm thinking about it, and then it happens. Or I'm just manifesting it, speaking into existence. But
I believe that.
You do?
Yeah. Believe and you shall receive, honey. And I tell Mitch that all the time. And my husband, and he's like, I'm the universe. You tell me, and I get you things. And I'm like, I always wanted this car. And he's like, I got you that. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. I just put it out there in the universe.
You spoke it into your existence.
I spoke it out. Yep. out
I'm
there.
deserving.
I am deserving.
Yeah.
I believe and I will receive.
But you know what? I am a firm believer in that too. I think
Positive speaking.
Yeah.
Put
Positive
it out there.
affirmations.
And it's going to come back to you.
Exactly.
The world is going to find a way to bring it to you.
Wait, but what if you like talking shit?
Oh, shit. I do like talking shit.
I love talk. I love gossip. And I love talking shit.
I love gossip.
I like this much, though. Only that much. Because you know why? The last I called my boss, I was in Alabama.
Yeah.
I called my boss, and I was like, so what's new? You got the gossip on everything. Tell me. The world crumbled. The world crumbled beneath my feet. Everything around us just went into chaos, and there was. I'm hitting the microphones now. That's why it has this like bouncy thing. But the world crumbled around all of us, and I looked at him. I said, never again will I ever ask you for gossip. So this past weekend, we were doing the Miss Houston photo shoot.
Yeah.
Girl, I'm telling you, I went and like, it was at the end of the day. I go strolling into the makeup room and I sat down. He goes, so what's the gossip? I said, I will never ask you for gossip ever again.
Maybe it's just him.
I don't know. I think it's like one of those things we spoke it into existence where I was like, I want drama and congloma.
Oh.
And we had too much going on. And it wasn't like fun drama where like someone's a little bit mean to you and you just kind of deal with it.
Yeah.
No, girl. It was actually, and I know that, oh, my cat has decided to keep us company. I'm sorry. But it was actually very serious and very deep drama. And I'm just like.
Never again.
Nope. No. Because.
Okay,
too deep.
I like other people's drama or like bouncing around and, maybe I'll hear it. But I don't like to be involved in it.
No.
You know?
No, girl.
Like, I love being that person that reads the comments. You
Yes.
know? I could live all day reading some comments.
On TikTok?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I will just crack up and fall off my bed laughing. That's me all day. Like, I love the comment section.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
On
Live
TikTok.
for it. On the TikTok.
Let me tell you, and this is, okay, so I really do feel like TikTok is so self-policing. The people of TikTok, you can't be acting a fool on TikTok.
No, you're going to get called out.
Because Gen Z will dead ass get you.
Yes. It's still funny to me that there's all these trolls, though, because people just come back for them now, Like, saying crazy stuff. In the world that it is today, you can research and find so much on people.
Very true. Wait, what are you saying?
So, like, for instance, there's this girl. I forget her name off the top of my head, but I love following her because everybody will tag her in videos of guys saying dumb stuff. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yes, it's Drew Polo,
yes,
Drew Polo, and it's like the minute you say anything like
they tag her,
misogynistic,
and then the guy's like, no. But what she does and what's made her so big is she researches the guys. She'll find all this dirt on them and then just blast them, take them down to the dirt. It is so funny.
Okay, but the funniest is when people make response things to her and they're like, a man says one misogynistic thing and you hear her laugh and you know it is the day of reckoning because Drew Polo she's coming for
her
you, baby.
laugh.
Rip.
It is so funny, but I love her.
I do too.
I love her.
And you know what I like about her too? I was watching a video. She posted a TikTok that was like saying that like people are calling her a bully. And they're like, maybe you should. They said something about like being more empathetic towards people. She said, no, I am the bully. I am the boogeyman. I said, yes, girl. And she said, if you get offended by the things I say about your receding hairline.
I was going to say that. She's always going hard on that receding hairline.
Yes, she's like.
And he's like 5 foot tall, receding hairline.
Rip.
He's like, I will never date a fat girl. And she's like, she doesn't care.
No.
She doesn't care. She's not asking you. She doesn't want you.
Nope. And she's like, I'm here to bully the bullies.
Yes.
And let me tell you something. If you say anything misogynistic, if you say anything hateful or meanful, hi. If you say anything hateful or like misogynistic or degrading to a woman or anybody of that nature, it's like she's not going to sit here and be like, it's time to grow and learn. It's 2022.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's 2022.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like, hey, get your life together. Stop being disgusting.
Exactly. Stop being misogynistic.
Ugh. Can't.
Because men are trash.
Dog, trash, dirt.
Because if men can't control themselves around a woman in a skirt, how are they able to control an entire country?
Ew.
I heard that on TikTok. I'm not taking credit for that. I heard that on TikTok, and I'm going to tell you 100%. I have never heard more truer words. Men are trash.
Speaking of men, I don't even know if this is appropriate to say on our thing, but I'm just going to throw it out there, okay?
I'm a man.
Well, I'm taking testosterone now. You hear my voice? It's a little deeper. No, it's dead serious. Okay, so I have a couple girlfriends who are bomb, okay? They look amazing. And they were telling me they got on testosterone and it's helped them like sleep and want to work out, and just it's helped them in the bedroom, all these things. And so they were pushing me, oh, you should go. So I go, okay? You know I'm a hypochondriac. Like I freak out about everything, right? I don't like taking any medicine, nothing. So the doctor gets my blood work back and he's like, yep, it's like your testosterone's basically a 0. It's a 0. So he's like, there's 3 choices. You can get on the shots, which are a tiny bit scary, but you do them once a week in the butt. And then you could do the pellet, where they like inject these little beads into you and they last for like 3 months. Scary as shit, because I'm scared. Like, what if I have a reaction, or what if I don't like the amount? You know, you have to wait the 3 months. So that was a no. And then there is the cream, and the cream he doesn't recommend because it doesn't fully absorb. So it's typically for, like, he says his geriatric patients that need multiple different hormones, and they can mix it, and you know, they use it that way. So of course he pushes me more towards like the shots or the pellets, and so I go with the shots. All right, so the shots come in day 1. Here I give it to my husband. I'm like, shoot me in the butt, okay?
Yes.
Do it. I've never done shots on my own, but supposedly there's 2 different needle types. Did you know that? Like a big needle and a skinny needle. The bigger needle gets the medicine out, and the skinny needle is like what you inject. Like you'll put it in your skin. Okay?
Wait, what?
Yeah, because if you try, now see, I didn't know this, with the skinny needle, it doesn't come out of the vial. It takes like 20 minutes to get it like halfway filled up. So I'm sitting here like something's wrong, and I'm pulling it too hard and fast. And it's filling up with air.
No.
So I'm getting all paranoid, like, you're going to inject air in my booty.
And then you die. If you put air in your body, I heard
Will you?
Yes.
Stop it. Stop. So I have like a little bit of testosterone in there, air, who knows what, okay? And he goes to inject it in me. All right, so he injects it. I think everything's fine. I really don't feel it. And luckily, we were staying together. We were going to my kid's school for a fundraiser, so we're in the car. Not kidding you, about 15 minutes later, we're in the car. We're on the way. I freak out. It feels like I have this adrenaline rush through my whole body. Open the door, throwing up outside the door, freaking out. Like the biggest panic attack you've ever had, but I don't feel like it's a panic attack. I feel like something's wrong. My throat's closing up. So I'm grabbing my phone to call 911, and I'm like, take me to, like, I think the ambulance can't get there fast enough. So I'm like, take me to the hospital, freaking out. So my husband calls instead of calling 911, he calls this doctor in his office, and he's like, hey, like, she's freaking out. And he's like, there's no way she could be allergic. When somebody's allergic, like say you have a peanut allergy, they give you a steroid, which is what testosterone is technically. So he's like, that makes no sense. Like if she was having, because I'm thinking I'm having an allergic reaction, and he's like, that wouldn't work. Like you would take testosterone, you can't have an allergic reaction. You just can't. It's impossible, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you're not listening to me. So he's like, come to my office right now. His office is like almost like a spa when you walk in. Okay, it's very quiet. It's dimly lit. There's this beautiful area where you sit. I run through those doors like I'm on fire. It's screaming that I have a bean, meaning that the testosterone, I have grown a penis. Okay, I think that in this moment, in between me taking that shot and getting to that office, that there is some tingling down there, okay? There is a bean that is growing, and it is my penis now.
Okay, this is my ADD kicking in. But what would you do if you had a penis for a day?
I don't know if I can say it on here.
I'm not kidding. Okay, I'll let you finish your story and I'll tell you what I do.
So I go in. He's like, get in my office. We get in the office and I whip out my titty. And there is a hair on it. And he is like, put that away. And I was like, I'm growing hair on my titties. And I'm growing a penis. And he's like, that is impossible. I have seen 10,000 patients in my day. And no one has ever acted like this. Ever. I was in his office for 3 hours getting monitored. And when I pulled out my titty with that hair on it, Mitch was like, oh my God, he thinks I had convinced him that I was turning into a man.
Really?
Yes. He was like, help her. So needless to say, I don't take testosterone anymore because I was convinced it was turning me into a man.
I wish that like there was a way that I just want to be a man for it. I want to see what it's like. I really
What would you do?
Oh, girl, I would go running with both of my AirPods in my ears.
Oh.
I don't know what I would do.
Lay on the couch?
I wouldn't check the back of my car when I got into it at night.
Yes.
I wouldn't run to my car if I was in a parking garage.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't walk with my keys between my fingers. Girl, we're getting real deep right now.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something. I've never met a woman who tries to come up and,
No.
attack me.
No.
I mean, honestly, I think if there was a woman
I'm not attacking. I'm not a man.
If I was ever to attack a woman, it would probably be me attacking my friends hiding in the back seat of their car.
Joking around?
Yes, girl. I'd be like, boo. And then they would probably like freak out. But in all reality, if I was a man for a day, I just couldn't even imagine.
I know. I was for a morning, but it wasn't pleasant. It wasn't pleasant.
Yeah.
There's just so much that women have to go through.
Yes, absolutely.
It's like they could never understand. We should make the guys turn to a woman.
For a day?
For a day.
Yeah, and I think about that too, like in the mornings, like my husband, can he get up and do his entire morning routine in 30 minutes?
Or less.
If he's in a hurry, old boy can get up and get out the house. And he can get up out of the house in like 15 minutes.
Insane.
No.
That's like even showering, brushing your teeth, everything, and they can just go. They just go.
And then it's like us, where it's like we have to do our hair. So if we were going to a real corporate job, I would have to do. So when I go to work and I have to actually dress nicely, I can't look like I rolled out of bed. Yeah, because you dress for your job in my business, and I have to at least put on some eyelashes and maybe some eyebrow mascara. Like, and that's another thing. Men have beautiful eyelashes, beautiful eyebrows.
I know. Maybe it's because I just don't mess with it. We're constantly messing with ours, putting all these chemicals on them,
That's true. That is very true.
We're like, back in the day, in our favorite era, it's like we're waxing them too much. Like, then we just have treated them so badly.
Like, our eyebrows lived through the 90s.
I mean, really.
Because, well, I guess I could say more like the early 2000s, where it's like, because I think I graduated in 2007, so.
I was 05. They were thin. Okay? They were thin.
05. Yes, they were.
They were thin.
Yeah. And
they were like Pamela Anderson thin.
Yeah.
Have you seen her?
She's still pretty to this.
I know. And she's still rocking the thin eyebrow.
Yeah. She's an icon, though.
Yeah.
Pamela Anderson is.
She's allowed to.
She can honestly. Pamela Anderson, if she wanted to do no eyebrows, that's fine.
It's fine.
It's absolutely fine. It's Pam Anderson.
I saw another TikTok where the guy accidentally did that to his wife, like joking around, and I mean, shaved off the whole eyebrow. Could you imagine just like starting from scratch, just like right now, and just your eye all gone?
Girl, I would be on an episode of Snapped.
I would. Wives with knives. Wives
100%. 100%. I would be on an episode of Snapped, girl. Mm-hmm. So quick.
I would too. I couldn't take it. I'd cry so hard. No.
the hair on my body does not grow. The hair on my head does not grow. And like my eyebrows, eyelashes, it does not grow. So
you make me start from scratch like a little baby? No.
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 So
I can't do it.
Sir.
I cannot do it.
This is about to be very interesting on YouTube because the cat is like in this. He was in the shot
the whole time.
Which, by the way, we will have a YouTube channel, the Plastics. The Plastics Show on YouTube.
And we'll be on Instagram for sure.
Absolutely.
If you're not already following us.
Yeah, so follow us on Instagram.
How about all social media?
Yeah.
Just spend 5 minutes and search us.
Exactly.
It's going to be worth it.
So I will say, I feel like this podcast is kind of a little bit everywhere.
It was so everywhere. This is how it is whenever I come to get my hair done, because you do my hair. Mm-hmm. And you just got to keep up with us.
And I'll tell you this. Okay, so we kind of talked about a little bit of everything. So there's that.
What's that?
I do think that in the future we'll have more structure, I promise. We had this idea. We had a whole structured idea of, so we're going to start it out. We're going to kind of say, hey, what's up? Hello.
Which we did do, kind of.
We did.
And we just jumped right into it.
I know. And it was like ADD cast. Maybe that's what I should name this.
Yeah.
And you know what? I do have ADD. I've been to the doctor. I got the ADDs, but I'll call this just ADD cast. I promise we'll have more structure in the future because we
plan to.
Yeah, it's just we got really excited because today we were shooting our cover photos.
Yes.
Today we shot just a bunch of photos for content, and then we set up our set, which is this. We just got really excited about everything, and I really wanted to get a podcast out because we've been talking about this for weeks, and we have to keep rescheduling because our lives are very, very busy.
Oh, so crazy.
So
But we will get it structured. We will have both mics working.
Yes.
So y'all just bear with us.
Yes.
It will get better.
Yes.
But we are some bad bitches.
I know. And I'm really excited for everybody to see all of our album art. I'm excited for everybody to see our photos for what's going on. I'm just really excited. And I promise in the future there will be structure. And just today we just got really excited to make a podcast and we were excited to film and talk and do all these things. So.
And just kind of like fill everything out. Get the lighting, get everything ready. So this is kind of a trial, but still, I think it went well.
I think so too.
We are so fun.
So I think we should end it. Should we end it?
Yes, we're going to end it. But look forward to our next episode. We're going to try to do them weekly.
Yes, weekly.
And we're going to not keep it so long. We're going to do like an hour. We'll have an introduction and some fun talk and a topic.
Yes. We'll
keep it structured.
On
point.
Yes, we're going to keep it on track, which is very hard. And I will say it's very hard for me. And it's hard for me. I have ADD in the worst way.
But, I'll smack her around.
Oh my
God. I'll keep it together.
Mom, pick me up. I'm scared.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you for listening. Have a great, what's today? I don't even know what today is. Have a great rest of your week. We love you.
Yes, bye.
All right. Bye.